Hello, everyone. I just want to welcome you back to the Talking with Tammy show. This is my second episode. I am so excited about this venue, and I want to give a special thanks to those of you who shared your encouraging words with me after the last show. You know, I am just so excited that you all are enjoying this as much as I am. And so today's show is, as you all know, positive vibes only is how I come. It is Don't Get Bitter, Get Better. And you all have heard about the book. But today we're going to talk a little bit more in detail about things that hopefully will help anyone with whatever they're going through in life. Now, as I stated before when I started the show, is that there are so many things going on out there in the world that we can look around, and in society we see negative, we see positive, and we see things that, hey, maybe it shouldn't have happened, or maybe it should have happened, whatever it may be. But this show is based on giving information to help other people do things better or not give up on themselves, right? But the first thing you have to do, we have to purposely work on getting better. Purposely work on not getting bitter. Purposely working on not letting people steal your joy. And so this show today is just going to give you some ideas, some nuggets that will let you say, you know what? Maybe I'm not so bad after all. Maybe that problem wasn't such a big issue. Maybe this life that I'm in, I can change it. And so, are you all ready? Because here we go. What I want you to do is when you wake up in the morning, breathe. And even if you have to go and read your Bible verse or find you something positive to get your mind right, do it. Start your day off with something positive. Start your day off knowing that it's a blessing that you woke up this morning. And then forgive yourself. Whatever it is that may be, cause you to wonder about life, whatever it is that may cause you to say, you know what, yesterday wasn't such a good day. Forgive yourself first. And then the second thing I want you to do is forgive others. If there's someone that's for whatever reason causing you to not really enjoy yourself or not really, enjoy the life, not really, say, I got this, forgive them. Do not let them steal your joy. And that's how we're going to talk about things as we go along this show. Not just today, but every episode will be about teaching others to be good to yourself first and then being good to others. Because I don't know if you remember, but I remember grandmother saying a long time ago, kill them with kindness. It goes a long ways, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. Because I want to tell you, and like I said, as I look around, we see it, TV, neighborhood, social media, we see all the things that are happening out there. And we may not always agree with it. And most of the time we don't. But what I want to tell you is this. None of us, including myself, none of us have had a perfect life. And don't let anyone make you think that they have. Don't let anyone think that, what you're doing, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because we've all had some imperfect moments in our lives, including myself. So none of us have had a perfect life. And a lot of us, in hindsight, if we thought about some things that we've done, some decisions we've made, we'll say, I would have done it differently. You would redo it if you could. So that's the other thing. And the next thing is, regardless of what it is, don't beat yourself up about it over and over and over again. Don't do that. Because here's why. You cannot live in the past. You should not live in the past. Please don't live in the past. Look forward and do better. Because we all know you can't change it anyway. And worrying about it and living in it is not going to do anything. You have to make a decision that, listen, I did it, I know better, and I'm going to get out of it. Because again, you want to get better instead of getting bitter. Because so often we get bitter about things that have happened, things that people have done to us. And we're like, why did it happen? Why is it still happening? How can I fix it? Well, you can fix it by making a decision to get better versus getting bitter. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back so we can continue this segment of Don't Get Bitter, Get Better. We'll be right back.
same. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon. I could go to space with the air, but I don't care, baby. By the way, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Bring me down. Can't nothing happiness bring me down. And love is too happy. Bring me down. Can't nothing put you on me. Can't nothing bring me down. Down, 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 down. Give me all you got, don't hold it.
Okay, we're back on the Talking with Tammy show. So now, what I'm leading into here is building character. Character determines how we react to things and how we're going to deal with our lives. And what I look at as a definition of character, and most leaders do, is that character is determined by what you're doing when no one's watching. You know, how you act when no one's looking. That's character. Doing the right thing whether somebody's looking or not. And so in building that character and knowing what character is, it will help govern the things that we do in life. And so this show hopefully is being watched by young and old and everyone in between. And so my first message is to the children, if they're watching, if the parents are allowing them to watch. And it is safe for them to watch because this show is definitely PG. So anyone can watch it. But for our children, what I want to say as I look around is that enjoy being a child. Enjoy life. Take advantage of someone else taking care of you right now because life goes by so fast. And so I want to just tell you that things are wide open right now. You pretty much can see just about anything and everything on social media, on television, all the different things that your parents probably tell you to avoid. And it's hard to avoid it. But I want to just say to our children, be children. Enjoy it for as long as you can. And allow your parents to guide you. And hopefully the parents are doing that. And I know we have parents that they don't want to get old and have a hard time with this thing that's called life. You know, you want to stay young, you want to pretend to be young. But when we have children, we have to step up and make sure that we're guiding them. And we're acting as the adult and not the child. That we're acting more mature than our children. And so to the children out there, enjoy it. Don't rush it. Go slow. Let mommy and daddy take care of you. Let mommy and daddy guide you. And don't necessarily follow what your friends are doing. If you have friends and they're doing things that you know you should not be doing, don't do it. It's okay. If they're doing things that you know mommy and daddy wouldn't like for you to do, then don't do it. If they're doing things that you know is wrong, then don't do it. My message to the children is this. It's okay to be different. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm going to stay at home and I'm going to read. Or I'm going to do something else at home, clean my room, help my mom, help my dad. That's okay. Because children are the greatest assets we have. Because children are our future. And we need you to have the right mindset, to have the right upbringing, and to be ready to take on that next stage of your life. It's okay to be a leader. Sometimes people say, oh, well, they call me a nerd. Take it as a compliment because they're saying you're smart, that you're bright. So to our children, enjoy life. Because right here on Talking with Tammy, I will give out my email address. And if you have access to an email and you need someone to talk to, you can email me and I'll do what I can to guide you and help you as much as I can. Because this show is designed for everybody. It's a hobby of mine, something that was on my bucket list that I want to do. And I just want to get it out there to just give the message to any and everybody. So to our children, enjoy being children. That's the best part of your life before that next phase of those teenage years when the hormones start to kick in and it really gets rough. Teenage years, they are the toughest years of our lives. Believe it or not, I've been there. I was a teenager once. So as you go from playing with children your own age as a child, and you should do that. Also, as children, it's okay to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. That doesn't show any condescending on your part. It shows respect. That's the way I was raised. That's the way I raised my children, and they still do that to this day. And I tell you, the responses I've gotten from some of their coaches and their teachers and their mentors about hearing them say that, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, it goes a long ways. So to the children out there, it's okay to be polite. It doesn't mean that you're a nerd. It doesn't mean that you're strange. It means that you're different and that you're a leader and that you want to have the best life that you can have. Okay? So that's the message to my children, you know, before you hit that teenage time. So now to our teenagers. Are you listening? Any teenagers out there talking with Tammy today? So to our teenagers, I say to you, time passes fast. And some of you want to grow up fast. You want to say, hey, I'm so tired of my mom and my dad bossing me around. Listen, enjoy it. Because pretty soon, you're going to be forced to grow up. You're going to be forced to take on those bills and those obligations. You're going to be going off to college possibly. And that's where you need to take the foundation that you got from home away to college with you. Where you're going to be thinking about, oh, I had a curfew at home. I need to have a curfew here so that way I can get the proper rest. Oh, I have a certain time to get up for school at home. I need to get up for school here at college. I need to eat. I need to take care of myself. I need to look around. I need to be aware of my surroundings. I have to take care of myself as I become a teenager because this is going to prepare me for adulthood. Okay? Now, the hormones as a teenager makes those some tough years. They're fighting with each other. And you're trying to say, do I go? Do I stay? Do I respond or do I not? Life is hard as a teenager, but you can get through it. We survived it. And so I just want to encourage you all to take it slow. Enjoy those years. Be active in positive things. Be active in your church if you attend church. Be active in your sports at school. Be a leader. Be on any of the committees that you want to be on as a teenager during those years that are the most precious and the most challenging, but you can get through it if you have the right mindset. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is take another quick break and I'll be right back with the Talking with Tammy show. Okay, welcome back to the Talking with Tammy show. So as I was wrapping up with my teenagers, now I want to talk to the young adults. Those young adults who are going off to college, and now mommy and daddy won't be there to say, where are you? What are you doing? You may not be right around the corner. So to our young adults in life, You're going to have access to all types of things, and yet you know right from wrong. And so I just want you to know that you decide what you're going to do. You decide who you're going to be. Don't let anybody decide your destiny for you. You're in college. You decide what you want to do for your life, and you major in that, and you learn, and you're going to get all of those life experiences out on your own while you're away in college or now going into the job, into the job arena, but at the end of the day, you make the decision that, hey, I'm going to be responsible, okay? That I'm going to make a decision that's going to impact me in a positive way, okay? That I may compete, but I'll never compare. You be the person that God made you to be. And how are you going to know that? You got to have a conversation with them every now and then. Pray for yourself, because no one can do a better job of making your case than you can. And it's okay as a teenager, as a young adult, to pray. Don't be embarrassed by it. And I know some people will say, well, I do it at home in the dark when nobody's around. Whatever you have to do, that's up to you. But it's okay. Just make sure that you have a connection with some type of higher being, some type of supreme being, because we didn't come here on our own. We won't leave here on our own, and we can't live on our own. We all need someone for some reason and some things for other reasons. Just make sure that you're connected to a higher being, to your parents, to good friends, to positive environments to make your life better. And now to my adults. Let me adjust myself. This is for my adults. As I look around the world, social media, television, neighborhoods, I'm just thinking that we as adults have responsibility to set the tone for our neighborhoods, to set the tone for our children, to set the tone for our grandchildren. What they see us do is what they will do. Do not believe that do as I say, not as I do. That does not work. They're going to do exactly what they see you do. And so I'm just encouraging our parents to, hey, let's take a leadership role. Let's take a more serious role of fixing this mess that we see in our society. Okay? We don't have to be bitter about whatever is going on. We don't have to be bitter about what happened to us as a child. We don't have to be bitter about what happened to us as a teenager. We don't have to be bitter about what happened to us on our job. We just got to work to become better. Get the knowledge. Seek higher information for yourselves. Get involved in your community where maybe it takes you to fix your neighborhood. Maybe it takes you to fix your city. Maybe it takes you just going about helping another person. But as an adult, I'm just asking you all to please, let's do what we can do to make things better for our children and our children's children. Okay? And so the next thing I want to talk about, as an adult, is starting somewhere. Okay? We can all do things differently as long as we have a united purpose. And that's to make our environment, our city, our state, our lives better. That's what I want us to do. And here's to the most important people that I feel that this message is for. And I really want to get this to those who are listening or those who know someone that should be listening. But I want to just talk to our adults who may have had a run-in with the law, to any arrestee out there, whether it was justified or justified. Listen to me and listen to me carefully, okay? Life can throw you anything it wants to throw you. You have to decide how you're going to deal with it. It's not the end of the world just because you have a run-in with the law. Jesus was arrested, okay? And look at who he is to us today. You have to make a decision about your future. Okay, I did it, I can fix it. Oh, I didn't do it, and they have falsely accused me. So I'm going to build on that, and I'm going to become a person that can help other people who may have gone through the same thing. But do not let anyone think that they're any better than you because you had a run-in with the law. How will you make things better for you and for others around you? Who can you help now? If you've experienced it, how can I help others? Okay? How can I teach them how the system works? How can I tell them, hey, just because you were arrested or just because you were in jail or whatever it may be, it doesn't make you any less important than anybody else. If you have a second chance, take advantage of that second chance. Get up and become adamant about your success legally. Get up and go help the next person. Get up and say, you know what? That didn't define who I am. I am somebody. I am important. And I am going to do the best that I can while I can. So do not let what has happened to you in the past determine your future. I need you to understand it, and I need you to go and get better and not bitter. Now, to people who are in leadership positions, the same message goes to you. If you're in a position to make a difference, be it a supervisor on a job, whatever leadership position you're in, make a difference. Don't just get in a position and become self-serving. Your position as a leader is to lead others. As a supervisor is to supervise others. As a servant is to serve others. So don't make it self-serving. Do what is required. Do the right thing. But encourage and push people up. I always tell people, when you're looking to pull somebody up, you have to look up. But when you're talking down to them, it's a demeaning way and you have to look down. And so I'm just sharing with you all that, hey, I'm not perfect. But on this show is positive vibes. This show is positive nuggets. And so I'm just sharing things with you that I have seen over the years that have come across my desk or my life or my thought process, or just viewing things in the neighborhood, viewing things on social media. Just want to do what I can do from my little position, my little spot in this world, to share it with others. Is that look up to everybody, push them up, avoid the bitterness, because bitterness can lead to violence. And God knows we have enough of that going on. And so don't you be a part of the problem. I want you to be a part of the solution. Violence is never a good response. I see neighbors fighting neighbors, people they've known all their lives. They know their mom, their dad, their grandparents, and now they're fighting against each other. Listen, do not resort to that. Get to know your neighbors, love your neighbors, visit with your neighbors, and help your neighbors. Even the road rage incidents, people get so touchy about someone cutting in front of them, or maybe possibly almost hitting them. And even something as simple as, okay, we're all human. We're all going to make mistakes. We all are distracted at some times. So versus getting out and reacting violently to road rage, brush it off and move on, because it could be your life or somebody else's life. Okay? And so the other thing is store fights. People fighting in stores because of small reasons. Let's all look to getting better and not bitter, okay? And so then children issues. Let children be children. Teach them the right way. Teach them how to get along, but don't get involved in it where you are causing a bigger problem. We want to avoid the violence. We want to encourage unity and not decisiveness. We don't want the division. We don't want to have that in our communities. We want to make it better and and better and better and better based on your individual ability, okay? And so I'm not a politician, okay? And I don't, get into all the political things, but anybody knows right from wrong. And I would just say to all of you who are out there is, listen, don't follow leadership blindly. Be ethical. Follow your heart. Follow your upbringing. Follow your teaching. It doesn't matter what party you're in. Don't let the party determine who you are. It doesn't matter with me what my party is. It's not important. My party is the party of doing the right thing all the time. My party is having character all the time. My party is having integrity all the time. That's what we should look for, is that doing the right thing. We need to be strong enough to follow morals, good morals, okay? We need to be unified. We need to endorse peace, and we need to endorse togetherness. Stop the division. That's what I'm just asking. And so in this show today, again, I have just been watching what's been going on in society. I have been trying to figure out what can I do. And so I want to come on here today and just share with you all just a few things to let you know. Lift your head up. Adjust yourself, because every single one of us are important. It's what you're doing about it that makes a difference. So please take the little nuggets. I'm nobody important. I'm just Tammy. You're talking with Tammy. And I just want to be the person to do what I can to just share information with you that will hopefully make all of our lives better. Because if you're my neighbor and you're safe, then that means I'm safe. And so just give me 1 second and I'll be right back with the Talking with Tammy show as we wrap up. So you're back to the Talking with Tammy show. Hopefully today's message has been some information for all of you. Again, I'm not perfect, but I just want to be the one to just do what I can to give out positive messages. Why? Because I have children and I have grandchildren out there as well. And I want this entire world to not just be better for them, but to be better for all. So as I wrap up the show, there's one thing that I have to do. Remember, I said I was going to do a book giveaway on every show. Well, I went through my emails, okay, and the recipient of this month's book giveaway is Miss Rashina Johnson Castro. She emailed, she gave us a great compliment, and her email was selected out of the emails that I put into a little basket and pulled out. And so our autograph book will be going to Miss Rashina Johnson Castro. Thank you so much, Rashina, for your support and for your comments, and I'll be getting your book to you. Okay? And so now I just want to thank all of you for tuning in. I want to thank my producer, Ms. Millie. I just want to thank all of you, our editors, and everyone who's involved in the show to make this dream come true for me. It really means a lot that you all believed enough in me to come on and say, I'll support you and I'll help you. And then also, I want to definitely give a shout out to the wind beneath my sail. my entire family, especially my sons and my bonus daughters. I thank God for every one of you all and for making me be the strong person that I strive to be. And so now, if you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the show, please email me at the address on the screen. I would love to have you on. And so as I close, I must close with my normal quote. Regardless of how nasty the text, the email, or the letter, don't get bitter, get better. Make it a great day. You're talking with Tammy. And until the next time, be safe and God bless.